Hey everybody, it's that time of the week again. Time for your poem of the week, coming to you live from Austin, Texas. Keeping Austin weird. As Hunter Thompson said, that when the going gets weird, the weird turn pro. Here, time for your fun Texas fact. The character Bugs Bunny was created by Texas animator Tex Avery. And he said the phrase, "What's up, Doc?" is a common greeting in Dallas, Texas. Today is Sunday, May the 8th. It is Mother's Day. Let's have a picture of my mom. My mom and my dad. My dad's dressed up there in his uniform, about to ship off to World War II. And tomorrow is the anniversary that the motherland defeated Germany. The Soviet Union defeated Germany tomorrow. 1945. Show me some love. Show me some love. Hit the love button, it will come back to you in infinity. Don't hit the anger button. We got plenty of that in this world. I see that heart button going up. You can see it too. Let's take a ride. We've been doing a lot around here. Finally gotten some things unpacked. How many of these do you have? All right. How y'all doing? Show me some love. If you can afford to support me or this broadcast, you can do so at paypal.com/baldchandler, venmo.com, The Chris Chandler Show. And if you can be a continuing supporter, you can do so at patreon.com/The Chris Chandler Show. Enough of the crass commercial announcements. Don't forget to hang around after your poem of the week. We will have your moment of spin. So you guys up for a story? Say, tell me a story, Chandler. Type it out on the keyboards. Tell me a story. I apologize that I have done this poem recently. But you know, it's one of my most requested ones, and when I did it, I wasn't thinking about Mother's Day coming up. So I don't mind repeating myself every now and then. You see, I was driving through Wyoming when my GPS stopped working. And I'm thinking, what? No service? And then I remembered the first time I had driven through Wyoming. It was 30 years ago. And I had just started booking shows in clubs, and I had booked a show in New York City. And believe me, coming from Stone Mountain, Georgia, that was a big deal. Only I had to make a phone call. But the signs on the highway said, no food, no services, no phones. And they meant it. It wasn't very long ago that large swaths of this country didn't even have phone service. But these days, you can't find a payphone, but it's for very different reasons. Oh, the good old days that never were. The ones that we tattoo on our bodies or even our psyches to remind us of a particular place and time. I remember when I was a kid in elementary school, there was a kid in my class that had a tattoo. I was afraid of him. I wanted to be like him. It was a skull with a jester's cap. And believe me, I am not from this generation of suburban rebels who have put tattoo parlors and shopping malls. And the tattoo was of a skull with a jester's cap. And believe me, the Grateful Dead was not a part of my childhood. The Jerry Garcia Transformer robot doll had not yet been marketed. But oh, how that image disturbed me. The skull with the jester's cap. But then I thought, what do you want your legacy to be? To go through this life making people laugh, and after you die, you're still doing it? The image grew in my mind. It became bejeweled and beribboned. To this day, whenever I see a tattoo, and believe me, these days tattoos are seriously ubiquitous. But whenever I see one, no matter how fabulous, it always pales in comparison to the memory of the one that I had seen as a child. And I was in my hometown recently, and I ran into the kid with the tattoo. And I got a chance to tell him how much it had meant to me, that I had spent the past 30 plus years of my life traveling around the country trying to make people laugh. And I hope that after I die, I'll still be doing it. And I talked him into taking his shirt off and showing it to me. And I saw it in all its reality. It looked like a prison tattoo. Thin, pale lines hanging from aging flesh. He told me he had done it himself with a sewing needle and a ballpoint pen and was considering having it removed. And I thought, laughter dies, not from age, but from vanity. In this case, laser surgery. Now, the reason that I was in my hometown was because I was visiting my mother, who was aging. And my siblings called me and told me it was time to come visit, and I did. I was in Seattle at the time, and I drove close to one fell swoop from Seattle to Atlanta. Only once I got there, I managed to get really sick. I got this stomach virus. And I found myself in bed. It was my childhood bed. It still had a picture on the wall of a painting I had done in college and given it to my mother. It wasn't very good, but still kind of the adult equivalent of the putting your child's art up on the refrigerator. I looked down the hall and I saw my mother out of bed, struggling down the hall with her walker. She was carrying a tray of chicken noodle soup and saltines, oxygen tubes trailing behind her. She put a thermometer in my mouth. It was the same thermometer she had put in my mouth as a child. I had 102-degree temperature. She wiped my forehead with a washcloth. Oh, how the tables had turned. I had come home to take care of her, but somehow she found strength in my illness. It's the only time in my life I can remember being glad that I was sick. And the only thing that I could do was to lie in bed and savor the taste of chicken noodle soup and saltine. Because I knew that it was going to be the last time that my mother would ever mother me. This has been your poem of the week. Stick around for your moment of spin. Hey, how y'all doing? Hey, Randy Williamson, how you doing? Hey, James. Thank you for gathering around. I'm sorry I missed last week. I just couldn't do it, but we're going to keep doing it this regular time as much as I can. Going out on tour real soon, and it's going to be harder to do the Sundays at 1, but this is just when I started doing it, and I'm trying to stick with it and trying to be regular. Thank you, Kelly. I'm glad you like that poem. I'm sorry to have repeated. I know I did that poem recently with Karen Mall, but I'd forgotten about Mother's Day coming up. Now, the reason I'm going to be touring is because I got a new album coming out. Hey, Howie, how you doing? Good to see you. That's right. Don't Go Back to Sleep. Should be arriving any day. If you'd like a copy of that, you can go to my website. I'm chrischandler.org. I'm an organizer, not a communist. chrischandler.org, and you can get a copy. We're going to have the CD release party in Berkeley, California. I'm flying out to California on Wednesday and doing a series of shows with Paul Benoit in the Bay Area. We're going to play Berkeley, San Francisco, Oakland, Santa Cruz, Nevada City, Petaluma. And then I'm going to go down and do a show in L.A. with my former partner, Jen Deleth. And then I fly back to Kerrville, leaving my car in the airport and parking lot, and get off the plane and hop in the car and drive straight to Kerrville and go straight on stage on the Monday of Memorial Day. So got a lot of activity going on here in Chandlerland. I thought I'd let y'all know about that. Are you ready for your moment of spin? On the 30th anniversary of going out on the road, I put these this series of books of one-liners. And so give me a number between 1 and 3. Yes, Danny, I will be in Santa Cruz on Friday, next Friday at the Grange Hall, the Santa Cruz Grange Hall. Yes, I will be at Kerrville. James says number 3. What do you say? 1, 2, 3. Observations from a 24-hour laundromat. When I was living in my car, the laundromat was always the 24-hour laundromat, coin operated, and especially in the winter up north, was always a great place to be because you could put quarters in the dryer and tape the button shut and hold the door open and sleep in front of the dryer. What do we got? Give me a number here between 1 and 131. Between 1 and 131. I know it takes a second. Sorry, Kelly. James beat you to the number 3 there. Randy Williamson says number 99. Agent 99. Get smart. Been thinking a lot about New Orleans lately. My friend Kelly Miller was just there. She called me from there. I sure miss New Orleans. And this comes from Ninth Ward, New Orleans, number 2, from the American Storyteller album. And when the world asks, what is that sound? A Caribbean accent will answer. That's just music. That's just music. That's jazz music. That was your moment of spin. And I would like to also let you know that the CD release party, we're going to do a live one on this Friday. And if you were to go to the 830 Club, 0830club.com, it's Tim Mason. For those of you who know Tim Mason, I've known him pretty much since I've been performing. He's got a format that he uses for live shows, and we're going to do it live from the Monkey House without an audience. Paul Benoit and I are going to be performing the entirety of our album live. Don't go back to sleep. Go to 830club.com. It will be a Zoom thing. There will be an after party. We can hang out and chat, and I am looking forward to that. Thank you so much. This has been your Poem of the Week. See you next week.